Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Seven Kingdoms Total War battle for you today, and we are showing off the sub-mod that is brand new for this mod. So yeah, there is a load more factions added. It's a huge overhaul with loads more factions added. We have like House Manly is back. Is in the main mod, and then I'm pretty sure it was taken out and it's now been re-added. We've got House Hightower that's been re-added. That was in the mod before, but is now been like removed and then added again. We have like the Dustins here. All sorts of new factions. We've got like House Connington, who I am playing as, and House Grandison, who I am also playing as. I have no idea who House Grandison is, but here I am playing as them. So I mean, that's going to be interesting to see what we can do with them. Yeah, I'm kind of just excited to see what we're going to do with these new factions. And how, I mean, they look amazing. I mean, they look just like the other stuff, but like the coat of arms and stuff look just like amazing. Like House Connington, one of my favorite houses that is yet like barely features in Game of Thrones. It's amazing. It's a great little faction. John Connington, obviously the famous member of this house, sides with the Targaryens during the Robert's rebellion, and he obviously fails to capture Robert, and he basically loses his seat of power for it. And there we go. We're under attack already, just like that. Look at that. How rude. How rude. Well, we'll just send in some boys and we'll get rid of those guys. Right, and then archers are just firing at will as well. Axe, that's great. Anyway, thank you for that, Manly Cavalry. That's getting involved there. But yeah, we've got like Connington Cavalry and Pikes and all sorts. It looks amazing. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, if you'd like to see more Seven Kingdoms Total War on the channel, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, your support is always appreciated as we work towards 2,500 subs. And we're getting close. We're getting close. But yeah, as always, appreciate the support. And I know you guys do enjoy seeing Seven Kingdoms on the channel, so I'll obviously do my best to show it off when possible. Got pikes, they're just randomly knocking around here. Well, they'll do their bit, and it looks like we've got more cavalry here as well. Oh, yeah, of course, they catch me out again, of course. I'm not even paying attention because I'm doing too much commentary. But there you go, the cavalry on both sides is actually going to win this fight by the looks of it, I'd say. You're just going to shoot these cavalry while you're here. Just, you know, catch them all out. Probably should be on skirmish mode, boys. Probably should be on skirmish mode. Jesus, run! Run for your lives! And then they just need to form shield wall. I mean, they can't really, can they? They're engaged. But there you go. Yeah, obviously it's a live battle, so I'm just doing my best. Like I'm not gonna really try too hard. Just send them in, just get boys killed. I mean, we've got House. I think this is House Risewell. These guys are pretty cool. They got like huge pavy shields, kind of like the Boltons with their emblem on. They look awesome. But yeah, there's loads of new factions added. I will leave the link. You got a House. Who's this? House Mazin, who I've literally never heard of before. But yeah, I'll leave the link to the sub-mod in the description. If you don't want to go and check it out, then feel free to do so. It's a great little sub-mod that's been added, and it's good to see that this mod's going to get some more life. I thought literally thinking, oh, this thing's like it's dead in the water almost, but no, they're gonna add more stuff, so that's great to see. I'm over the moon for that. In that case, there you go. Yeah, I don't know if it's like fully optimized yet because like I'm getting a few like poor frames, and it's not a huge battle, so I don't know what it really runs with exactly. But let's put some fire balls of justice on. Let's not have normal balls of justice. Let's have fiery balls of justice. And then send in these chaps here. Hopefully we should win the flanks, and that should be enough. Let's have a look at John Connington. He's here today. He's got his ginger hair. I'm pretty sure he was ginger. I can't actually really remember what he looks like, but he obviously appears in Game of Thrones later on in the books. If you've read them, then obviously you know he turns up with a possible another Targaryen. Obviously, if I've spoiled that for you, then I do apologize, but we're however many years down the line now of him of Martin writing these books. If you've not... If you don't know about that already, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing with your life? It's obvious that there's another Targaryen around. They've got to mix it up and make it more interesting. But there we go. We can now just surround all this stuff over here. Cavalry. Doing their bit. I can just hear the fireballs of justice going off. There's some nice shots going there. Let's do one ourselves. Why not? Let's just mess around and just fire a shot in here. That's a big blob over there. For House Connington. Nice. But yeah, there's like Targaryen loyalists. There's all sorts. There's all sorts available. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description in the mod. I might just quickly show you all the other houses available at the end of this battle. I might just go through like all the available like rosters and stuff like that, so you can have a look and actually have an idea of what's available, really. Let's just shoot all there. You just all shoot like back there, I guess, or no, shoot there, shoot there. Shoot these guys. This is cavalry just charging to the side here. But yeah, I mean, these guys look awesome. Let's have a look at some of these Grandison troops. Literally, if someone can tell me who like House Grandison is, that'd be great. Oh, these guys are like in black armor. Let's get a better view. Let's not go and insert. Let's just slow it down a little. Let's slow it down and have a look and see what's going on. These guys, House Grandison. Oh, I like the look of these guys, all in black and then with a yellow. It's kind of like, obviously, like oh, why can't I think the Baratheons themselves? But they do look good. I like them. I mean, they've kind of got the same like sort of style helmet as the Tyrells, I kind of want to say, and then they've kind of got like Baratheon style stuff going on as well. Let's just send you in there, and then you charge back in, kill Mason off, finish Mason, and yeah, you can see here we're just surrounding stuff nice and slowly, run these guys down. I mean, yeah, this is going to be an easy battle. I have to do some multiplayer stuff for it, but it's quite hard to organise. Not a lot of people have it. But yeah, there you go. It seems a lot better now. I think it was the first battle I was doing. It just was really slow, but I think it's just because it was new mod for the PC. It just was like, oh, what is this concoction that you put together here? Wasn't a fan of it, but we're sorted now. It seems. Can we just have some orders given? Let's just have a bit of a grind going. I'm not too fussed about the actual battle itself. Oh, we got pikes in here. Let's just shoot the pikes at least. House Grandison doing their bit. So yeah, this is obviously the Stormlands, and this is against the North. And yes, I mean, I think there's only a few factions that haven't had anything like work done to them. It's like I think House. I'm trying to remember who the Iron Islands haven't had anything to them. I know that much. They've had literally nothing touched on them. That's about it. I think they're the only house that, only houses that have not had anything, which is kind of interesting. House Connington here rejoining the fight. It's like what we like to see. I don't think House Connington ever had this many men, probably ever in history. But it's like it's nice to think that they might have at one point. It's definitely by far and away one of my favourite houses. I don't know why. They just kind of look cool. Griffin's Roost is their home, and yeah, you can see here they're just routing stuff left, right, and centre. I mean, yeah, it's turning into a bit of a rout now. Turning into a bit of a rout, but yeah, it's looking promising as this mod now again. I'm loving it. Just love seeing all these new factions back. I think actually no, the Vale also didn't get any new stuff. The Vale, I can confirm, also got no new stuff, which is fair enough. Fair enough. There isn't much. I mean, there is a few new houses you could add for the Vale, I guess. There's always, I mean, obviously they've got House Royce and they've got House Aaron, but you could probably add, there's probably a few others you could add. I mean, House. I'm pretty sure it's in Littlefinger's house from the Vale originally, or he has land in the Vale. He obviously then goes on to become Lord Protector of the Vale. I'm pretty sure he has. The Fingers, isn't he? He has like he's from the Fingers, and that's where his house is from. So yeah, but you could add his house in theory. In theory, and there you go. I think that's most of the stuff routing anyway. House Manderley looks amazing though. I mean, by far and away, again, one of my favourite factions. I think in the books and in well, they're not actually. They're not really in the in the series, are they? It's just kind of a shame. But yeah, they are by far and away my favourite in the books. I mean, they basically take on the role of the Vale. I have a feeling they're going to take on the role of the Vale, and they're just going to basically come save the day when it comes to the Battle of the Bastards. That's my feeling, because again, if you've not read the books, then I'm sorry, but yeah, like in the books, House Manderley's like suspiciously raising more troops. I mean, House Manderley was one of the richest houses in the north, or is one of the richest houses in the north. It's just kind of suspicious when they're just like raising more troops. Of course, the general's just there. Let's just go and kill him.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a quick look at. We haven't actually had a quick look at a House Dustin. I mean, like I said, they're all the same. They just got different coat of arms in place, and they've got slightly different armor. these houses, but they are all the same units. They don't really do anything different. Like there's swords, there's axes, there's spears for every house. Here comes House Grandison.
The enemy is going for our general. Protect him.
I think it's actually the general going for their men or something like that. Oh, that's kind of confusing. Yellow and black on yellow and black. But they all bleed the same. It looks good. I'm really a fan of this mod. Oh, there's more come in. So if you'd like to see some scenarios, if there's some houses you'd like to see, obviously I'll show you all of the. I'll give you a rundown of most of the new factions or like houses, what you want to call them, and then you can put in the comments if there's any scenarios that you'd like to see, if there's any houses that you'd like to see face each other off, and I'll see what I can do. I think my general's actually losing that fight. Jeez, yeah, he is. Oh dear, come on, General. Or John, I should say. Just go over there and run these men down. Why am I even caring? Why am I even caring? Just run these men down. Come on, come on. Run them down. Run them down. Did my he lost the general lost the fight. How are you that incompetent? Just come on, shoot this guy down. Shoot this man down. He's already had too much fun. Oh yeah, it's Waymond Manderley today, who's the general. I think he's just been murdered yet. I think Waymond Manderley was the shoot this guy here. He was under that horse anyway. Poor guy, just literally was like, oh yeah, this is Waymond Manderley's here today. He's the enemy general. Gunned down, just instantly. Gunned down. But yeah, it's good to say. What are you doing? I mean, we can have a look at some of the Manderley troops here. Don't know if we've really seen them. I think we have. We've seen a lot of the Manderley troops. Axemen, these guys. I mean, they look awesome. They all do. I think Manderley's by far and away looks the most professional out of any of the northern houses. Possibly even more professional than Stark, I'd say. But there you go. I'll end the battle, and there you go. Decisive victory. So have a look at the end. We'll have a look at the end results. I mean, there's not going to be anything amazing. It's just against the AI. I mean, the archers actually did pretty well for the AI. I wasn't really paying attention. Probably lost more than I should have. But yeah, John Connington getting 75 kills, like Connington Archers getting 197. I mean, they're all, like I said, they're all pretty similar strength. It's just how you use the men, which is kind of like the difference. It's like a spearman here got 208. I think they were mainly spearing down cavalry, so they did very well. Swords getting 147. So yeah, like anything can do really well. Like for instance, there my Grandison Axeman did really well, but like obviously my Connington's swords could just do equally as well. But yeah, they got 323 kills. Well done to those Grandison Axemen. Swords doing pretty well, 175, and then my cavalry 178, which is pretty good. I wasn't really paying too much attention with it. Like I was trying to just show you as the best parts of the battle while also playing it a bit myself. But there you go, Waymond Manderley getting 24 kills, poor guy. Manderley Archers, yeah, doing really well, 240, 251, 280. The Dustin Pikes not doing that great. They didn't really get many kills. I don't even think I focused them down that much. I think just got surrounded. Manderley Axeman, yeah, not doing great. The Manderley Swords, yeah, nothing doing amazing in the whole melee department, actually. Risewell Spearman probably doing the best out of anything, 40 kills. Cavalry getting into the 50s. They've got some good charges, and Roderick Risewell here getting 48 kills, so well done to him. Just saying well done to the AI. Fair enough. But anyway, I'll just continue, and I'll show you the all of the factions. So obviously, we've got House Connington here. We've already shown off Dondarrion and his Grandison, and you've got all the other Baratheon like rebels and the loyalists of King Landing. But we'll start at the beginning. We'll start with actually Beyond the Walls got nothing, and Dawn got nothing. I'm pretty sure as well. They're the other ones that got absolutely nothing new. Essos, but anyway, Essos is the first one that gets something new. So he's got the Second Sons are back. They were in the Targaryen roster down here, and then they've now been put into their own separate factions. So you now got Second Son crossbows, archers. You can tell which ones are the SUBMOD ones because they have this just weird emblem. I really hope that he adds unit cards if the guy's watching that made them SUBMOD. I hope that he adds like unit cards just so it's easy to differentiate. Because like when I was playing with my Connington army there, I just could not tell really whose swords, whose axes, whose what. But yeah, so the Second Sons are now in it, and obviously Dario Naharis is the leader of the Second Sons. Then we have the Slavers Alliance, so that's like the slavers that basically come in the end of Season 6 to attack Marine. They basically have their own army now, so they're pretty cool. So if you want to see them, they're an option. Obviously, so are the Second Sons. I mean, anyone's an option, but obviously you probably want to see the new stuff rather than the old stuff. So yeah, you got Cascari crossbows, slave archers, slave axemen, billmen, halberdiers, yada yada yada. It's all the same sort of stuff. And then we've got Crownlands. Here is, I think, is where the most development's gone on. So you've got Orain Waters, who's now his own like unit. He's like I think he's a Valerian bastard. Basically gets loads of power under Cersei, which is kind of cool that he's in it. Then we have Rhaegar Targaryen is now a playable player, right? Or playable character, I guess you say. And then you've got all of the House Targaryen of King's Landing loyalists. So you can see they've got royal crossbows, royal archers, royal axemen, billmen, Targaryen spears, Targaryen swords, Rhaegar Targaryen. But obviously all of these, like the Crownland, like I think the sheep is Rosby. I can't remember what these other ones are, or maybe that one's Rosby. The red arrows. I can't remember. But these are all the Crownland, like the small fiefs around the Crownlands, loyal to the Targaryens most of the time. Then you have House Valerian. Here you go, and then Orain Waters here, which used to be a huge power in the like during the time of like the Targaryens, like because they were close kin. And they often had dragon riders at points when the dragons were alive. The Valerians were probably the second strongest house in Westeros, bar the Targaryens. So this again is one of my favorite factions or houses, because they have some really great characters and stories in the books. So definitely good to see them there. So yeah, that's all there is for the Crownlands. And then yeah, the Iron Islands got nothing. Then we've got the North, who've already kind of shown off. But yeah, they've got the forces of Lady Barbary Dustin. They now have all the Dustin, the Risewell, and even some. Oh, that's Lady Barbary Dustin, and we've got Hardwoods here as well. Hardwood and Stouts here as well. I forgot to mention them. And then we've got House Manderley here, now been added or re-added, I should say. You can again, like I said, you can tell they're the old units, and then these are the new ones: Manderley Billman and Manderley Catapult's been added. Then we've got House Mason, who's a very small house, just got a single row of stuff. We've got Craig Mason, House Mason. I presume that's how you say it. And then we've got House Westling here, which is the only house that is in two different factions. It is in this one, and it is also in the Lannisters or the Westerlands roster, because obviously House Westling changes from the Westlands to the north when Rob takes House Westling, and I'm pretty sure he marries into the Westlings or something like that in the books. I believe. I could be wrong. I might be wrong, but that or just House Westling just changes sides. Anyway, I can't really remember the reasons. But anyway, we've got the Reach. Again, probably one of the ones that got the most added to it. We've got House Hightower, which is back. You can see this is a very old... Oh, it's not very old, but it's an old faction. There's no new stuff added. This is a great faction. Again, Hightowers used to be one of the strongest like houses in Westeros. Probably stronger than House Tyrell. They obviously live in... they live in Old Town, the Hightowers, where the Citadel is, so where Sam Tarly is. Then you've got House Florent here. And they're again, they're a house that goes loyal to Stannis in the books, so they're in it. That's good to see them there. And that's kind of it for the Reach. Then we've got the Riverlands. They've had House Blackwood added. They kind of remind me of Gondor with their emblem. Then we've got, I think House Bracken's been re-added. Again, an old faction that's been re-added. I'm pretty sure. Got House Darry, who's been added. They're good to see them. And yeah, that's it. That's all for them. And then yeah, the Vale's got nothing. Still got its two factions. Then we've got the Westlands, who have had House Clegane added, a small faction, but they have the Mountain, so I hope he's like really strong. Let's have a look quickly. Yeah, his melee attack's like 100. Jeez. Oh yeah, I think yeah, wow, look at that. 100, 200 charge bonus. Yeah, very, very strong. I don't know if they got rid of the old one. But then you've got the House Lannister of Lannispores. So this is the lesser Lannisters. So that's good to see that they've been added. I kind of like that they've just added those small factions like that. You've got House Preston that's been added. You've got House Swift that's been added, and House Westling that's been added. So actually, probably the Westlands probably one of the most overhauled factions. But yeah, they are all the new factions. So obviously you've got a list there you can go through. You can start thinking of some scenarios. Put them down in the comments, and I'll be happy to do some of them in the future. But anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed the battle today and checking out the submod, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment to show support. And until next time, Legionnaires, bye for now.